Alright everyone, what's going on? This is United Universe FC. Fred is set to miss the next two Manchester United matches after the Brazilian Football Federation triggered FIFA rules to impose a 5-day ban on Premier League sides who refuse to release players for international duty this month. The Brazilian FA are looking to punish sides who refuse to let their players travel to red list countries over the international break by triggering a clause in FIFA rules which prevents players being selected from the 10th to the 14th of September. Under current FIFA legislation, Brazil can demand players who are being selected for international duty are ineligible to play in matches for 5 days after the end of the international break as punishment for clubs not releasing them. It means Fred misses United's home match against Newcastle this weekend, as well as our Champions League opener away at Young Boys next Tuesday. The rule is also set to affect many other sides in the Premier League, including fierce rivals Man City, who are set to be without Ederson and Gabriel Jesus when they face Leicester this weekend. Edinson Cavani is not expected to be affected by the ruling after he was dropped from the Uruguayan national side amid fears he would have suffered from the period of quarantine imposed by the UK authorities on his return home from South America anyway. The 34-year-old was originally due to fly out in September to play in 3 World Cup qualifiers for Uruguay, which is on the UK's red list. The Premier League was hoping players would be granted an exemption, but eventually stated they would reluctantly be stopping their players from joining up with their national teams. Premier League clubs have always supported their players' desires to represent their countries. This is a matter of pride for all concerned, Premier League Chief Executive Richard Masters said on the decision. However, clubs have reluctantly but rightly come to the conclusion that it would be entirely unreasonable to release players under these new circumstances. Quarantine requirements mean that players' welfare and fitness will be significantly impacted. We understand the challenges that exist in the international match calendar and remain open to the workable solutions. Okay, hopefully now that Fred is banned, he will finally give Ollie a chance to give Van der Beek his long overdue shot in the first team. I hope Ollie plays Matic alongside Donny in the centre of our midfield for the Newcastle game, because we know Ollie likes to play with his two holding mids. Matic can sit and sweep in front of our two centre-backs, and Donny can play like a deep-lying playmaker, kind of like Jorginho at Chelsea. If Donny is able to showcase what he used to do for Ajax on those Champions League runs that they used to enjoy a few years back, then we could expect the odd goal here and there and a few assists, and not justify Ollie's non-selection of him in previous games. If Donny does get picked and plays well, he will also put himself in the frame for our Champions League game on Tuesday against Young Boys, seeing as Fred would still be banned, and a run of back-to-back games is the least Van der Beek deserves to even attempt to gain some form and show Ollie and us fans what he has to offer.